Hey guys, and welcome back to another Duviri max out video, where today we are looking at Saryn. Good old faithful, take out the entire map Saryn, and hopefully, yeah, we can get her to a point where doing this steel path circuit is pretty easy. And the weapons I've chosen to accompany her are going to be the Vectis Prime. I have recently, in the time of recording this video, acquired Prime Chamber, so we're going to be throwing together a build for the Vectis. Maybe in the future we'll get ourselves a Riven mod, who knows? I have done a series on that already, but I still want the perfect Vectis build. It is something that I have always dreamed of having in this game, 10 years, and still no luck though. So yeah, and then we've got the Zakti Prime. I know that's a bit of a strange one to go with, but it's a very high status chance weapon. It's basically just firing off gas or viral or toxin grenades, I can't remember which now. And yeah, I think with the decrees we can probably make use of this. I'm kind of curious to see how it pans out. And then with the Guando here, I do already have an Orokin Catalyst on this, but no former just yet, and it is far from being where I want it to be. But yeah, those are the three we are rolling with this episode. You can see I am very low on platinum. I'm currently trying to sell some Riven mods that I had to hand, which I don't really use all that much. So hopefully we can bolster that up a bit for this episode. I do have a few former left that I can apply, but really not enough probably to get this build to where I want it. So yeah, without further ado guys, let's just cut here and get ourselves some good builds. Alright guys, so let's just run through our build here, and it's a bit kind of strange I think what I've gone for. I haven't used any augment mods, however that may well change. You can see I have completely sacked strength. As we've seen, the decree for armor really does benefit us when it comes to ability strength, so I've just sacked it for now, and we'll see how it goes for, you know, maybe 1 or 2 runs. And I've, you know, stuffed points into Umbral Fiber, Umbral Vitality, just to boost our armor value up and our health. Prime Flow to keep our shield up nice and high. Stretch overextended to make sure that our range stays pretty high once we've got narrow-minded on. And then, yeah, like I said, we've just sacked strength completely and maxed out duration. And I've put adaptation on preliminarily. If it's not very good, if it doesn't help us sustain any more, you know, than we usually would, then this will be subbed out for an augment mod of some description. I don't know what yet. I've also subsumed raw on, since obviously once we get that that strength increase, I'm hoping this is going to drastically improve our spore damage and also our miasma damage as well. So yeah, that's the build I've gone with for now. Obviously we're going to be using Toxic Lash as well to spread out some toxin. This might be one of the augment mods that we apply as well if this doesn't pan out, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, just a Spores build. In terms of the Vectis, we're using our fabled Prime Chamber here. I don't have a Riven mod, sadly, but, you know, what can you do? And then, yeah, everything else obviously built just towards pure damage, crit chance, and multi-shot. Our Zakti built for solid status right here. No crit mods at all on this one. So we've gone for Hornet Strike, Lethal Torrent, Prime Fulmination, and Galvanized Diffusion. Prime Fulmination does obviously increase the radial attack damage, which we're getting 3 elements on. So using Galvanized Shot here should prove to be pretty beneficial. 2 60/60s and our Primed Heated Charge. And then for our, not our Exodiazor, that's completely wrong. Let's go ahead and put back on our Guando. 2 former only needed for the Guando. It's already pretty heavily polarized, so yeah, I'm running Prime Fever Strike and Northwind. We're going to use Viral since it already had a depolarity on there. You can see I do have a Riven mod waiting in the wings. I don't know if I'll use this for this particular episode, but, you know, maybe. And then, yeah, Prime Breach, Prime Pressure Point, all the usual stuff. Blood Rush. It's a very high crit damage weapon, so yeah, it's a no-brainer to build for crit on the Guando. So, let's get into our fashion frame, and then we will sort out the weapons testing. Alright guys, so our fashion frame now done. I've gone for the kind of samurai vibe here. If we take a look, oh, that's the build, we don't want to look at that. If we took a look at the appearance, we've got the Saryn Yuheng skin here, helmet and skin, and then attachment wise I've gone back to the Edo Prime set since it is the samurai look that we're going for. And then on the Syandana, I've actually reverted back to the Dew Volpe Syandana, which I think we used for Frost. It seemed to work quite well with this, minimal clipping, fairly subtle, just like I like it. And then yeah, we've got the sigil on the front that we usually use, our Portal one with the Protavir leg plates for a bit of animation down there. And yeah, our usual colour scheme. Black, white, and red with the orange energy. So yeah, happy with how this one turned out. Looks pretty cool. Let's hop into the weapons testing, guys. Alright then, so level 195 Corrupted Steel Path Heavy Gunners. Let's go ahead, see what kind of damage we can get with our Vectis. We do have a cap buff right now, unfortunately, but even so, damage not too shabby, and we're not even running radiation right now. This is corrosive. And that primed chamber first shot really dealing some punch. Let's try the Zakti. So, not a whole lot going on in the way of damage with the Zakti, but I mean, crowd control maybe? And the armor's been shredded on all of these guys. But we need a few kills, I think, before the damage would start ramping up. I think that's what we're missing here. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine once we actually come to actually use it in the Steel Path circuit. Let's move on to these guys and try out the Guando. So again, not expecting a lot from the melee here, at least until it's fully stacked. So I don't know if we can get... Oh, we can get to red crits, yeah. So reds and oranges all around, really. We can get slash procs as well, so we are doing a bit of damage, ticking down, but it's not a whole lot. And it would certainly take a while to kill armored enemies at this level. But then, yeah, with the armor strip, it will just shred. So yeah, those are our weapons. So let's see if we can now get Saryn in the Steel Path circuit. Alright guys, here she is. Now this I think could be interesting. I did get a bit of a sneaky peek at the weapons that were coming up. So first of all, we have our Kuvazar. Let's go ahead and throw that on. We had that a few weeks ago, or a couple of weeks ago, can't remember now. But then also, our Glaive Prime has come up as well. So that's definitely interesting. Nothing too much to shout about in terms of secondary. We'll take the Atomos again, why not? I get that a lot, actually. I feel like I need to upgrade this one. Maybe we'll do that next time, the Atomos. We'll do the Incarnon upgrade on it. So, 20% damage for every enemy affected with status. I think that might just be a good one to start with. We're going to need that. Although we do want the strength, don't we? Critical hits, casting abilities. New enemies, not down. Come on. Oh, Sag. Oh well, we'll take this. I was really hoping to get the strength from armor early on, but it's fine. We have the Glaive Prime. We should be pretty dandy in this one, I think. So yeah, I'll catch you guys once we've got a bit far. Alright guys, so we're moving on to the tier 2 defense here, and I still haven't got the decree that provides me with extra ability strength depending on armor. I have had the decree that gives me extra armor depending on corrosive stacks, which has been nice. But yeah, my strength is still very low. I'm basically getting 12% from, you know, my abilities. My raw is only giving me 12% right now. So I'm hoping maybe we get it in this one. I'll be able to do the defense either way because the glaive can just carry me through, and I'm extremely tanky. Come on. I mean, I'm almost tempted to take that at this point. So sad. I guess critical melee hits grant plus 100% crit damage, or the overguard maybe. That'll keep me alive indefinitely. That's really sad. I really wanted that strength for this round. I have so much tankiness, but nothing to use it with. Let's go with the... Oh, you know what? Yeah, stuff it. I want it, so... If we can get a gold on it, maybe on the next rotation, then we'll probably cut back in. But yeah, just to show you guys, obviously, how I'm able to survive this. We can go ahead. Like, if I use my raw, you can see in the top right, only 12%. But I can still provide corrosive stacks, and I can use my glaive to just clear out all the enemies. And I don't die, because I have a lot of HP and a lot of armor. Yeah, the glaive is absolutely insane, I might add. But whilst I've been using this build, obviously I don't have the decrease that I want just yet. But I think the mod to sub out is going to be Prime Flow, if anything. Alright guys, so we are now on tier 2 defense, and I still haven't found this decree that provides me with ability strength based on armor. I have the decrees that give me armor based on corrosive stacks, which has obviously been very nice, but I still haven't found the one that I want, which is really sad because I thought I would have it by now, and I am running out of time again. Ugh. And I am going to have to probably leave it after this round. So I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to test it out properly, which is really sad. But at the same time, I have been able to test out the glaive, and I can confirm that the glaive obviously is completely ridiculously overpowered. I don't even need my ability strength. I can simply just... Oh, let's not forget to get our corrosive stacks going. Yeah, I can just kind of lob this thing around. It doesn't really matter what frame I have. It's still going to do a crazy amount of damage either way, especially with the crit chance decrease. Or whoops, it AD. You can see we're not completely immune from dying though with this build. Every now and then we will get a spicy hit that's just going to tank our health completely. Might try getting some overguard maybe from melee. That'll be a good shout. But I think, yeah, if anything, when it comes to the build and what I would change, I am now hesitant to remove adaptation because I feel like it has actually been helping a bit. Whether or not it will continue to help is a different story entirely. But I think I would actually change out Prime Flow. I seem to have a ton of energy, way more energy than I need. And yeah, I think... And I don't even have any efficiency decrease either. So, you know... The duration on my build just lasts for so long that it's like I don't need it. Nor I guess so I really need Arcane Energize. Haven't really considered that either. So yeah, definitely ways to improve. But I'm just so sad that I couldn't get that decree. It's going to be excavation after this round as well, I think, which is I just don't want to do right now. I don't have the time to do it. Although I could very easily do it, it's just not worth it right now in terms of my kind of schedule. Bear in mind, I'm like trying to get all these recorded before I go away on holiday, so yeah. I'm just trying to conserve my time as best I can. I do not have enough time to carry on this one. But, at the very least, I think we've proven that the glaive is, yeah, completely ridiculous. But yeah, we'll finish this up. If it is excavation next round, which I'm pretty sure it will be, then we will just regroup back in the orbiter. Nice. Yeah, excavation. No, thank you. I am going to be getting out. Sag, I would have liked to have got that decree for extra ability strength, but, you know, at the end of the day, what can you do? It's just the luck of the draw, isn't it? Cool. All right, well, let's have a quick regroup, guys, and then we'll round out the video. All right, guys, so unfortunate that we couldn't test the build to its full potential, but I could definitely feel it stacking up throughout that game. The glaive obviously helping us out massively there, considering we didn't get that decree early on. I think if we didn't have the glaive, I would not have even made it that far without the ability strength decree, which is a bit unfortunate, really. I can't believe it didn't come up once. I mean, we had, what, 8 times 2 plus 4, so we had 20 opportunities at least to get our hands on that decree, and it didn't come up once in any of the rounds. So very sad. But I'm sure Saryn will pop up again in the future. Maybe we'll do a separate video on her for Steel Path Circuit, utilizing that ability strength mode. But yeah, otherwise, guys, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you have suggestions for future frames you would like to see, then do leave those down in the comments below. Also, remember, I am only using primed frames at the moment, since obviously I don't want to invest loads into non-prime frames and then their prime variants come out and I have to redo all of it. So do bear that in mind. Prime frames only at this point. But yeah, otherwise guys, I will catch you in the next one. I'll see you later.